Pam's our instructor. Sharon's our financial. Ken is our barn manager. Am I missing? Margaret's not here. She takes care of our secretary stuff. Am I missing somebody? Rhonda is our board member. She's our vice president, and she's also helping with our fundraiser committee, running that. And Carissa,
T-shirt.
Fundraising.
Yeah.
Fundraising. I have the fundraising.
And of course, what's the big announcement today?
Well, our big announcement is we're going to try and get a campaign up and running for our land purchase. So as of now, Dreamcatchers, we technically only own 5 acres out here, and we would like to try and gain the other 40 acres that's attached to us, so that we can kind of grow in the future, and that's our goal.
And if I ask a question and anyone wants to chime in, just say your name so I know who's speaking for my story. And well, first of all, the 40 acres, of course, I think you guys got 13 horses out here. Is that right?
Yep.
And it's hard to raise 13 horses on 5 acres. How much is this going to really help your operations that you guys got out here?
Oh, me. Well, horses have to have grass. It's a lot cheaper to run on pasture, plus it's a lot better for their health benefits. They need to be out on pasture. And 5 acres don't cut it. So we definitely need the 45 acres to feed them.
And it's a $100,000 project, I believe. That is quite an undertaking, but you've had a community that has been more than supportive of this program. How do you feel about kind of starting off this endeavor?
I think we've done pretty good so far. We've had a lot of donors kind of chipped in already because they've gotten the word out, you know, and Cameron and the Northwest Missouri, they've been great to us, you know.
And of course, you guys usually have your chili feed. That's one big fundraiser for you guys. Kind of what are some programs that you're thinking about, really jumping into this with?
Well, we do our annual fundraiser every September. We've done that for many, many years. It's more of a fellowship, and it's kind of our way to give thanks to the community around us. So this year we're going to have it back at the Cameron Community Center. Hopefully we'll have a pretty good turnout for that. And the chili cook-off seems to be going pretty well.
Getting started.
Yeah.
And so more of it's really about just getting the word out and getting kind of support for this and everything, getting it going. Is that right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've been offered an incredible price on that property, and we can't pass that up. So we really need to, because the person we're getting it from has been more than generous. And because we know he could go out and sell it for a lot more, but thank goodness his heart is with us.
And I know the public's behind you. A lot of people know what you guys do out here, but for those that don't, kind of tell people what you guys do out here. I understand you work with veterans of PTSD using the horses as therapy. You work with kids with developmental issues. Kind of explain what goes on out here.
Well, we work with all kinds of disabilities. It can range from physical disabilities to mental disabilities. We also work with people from abuse situations. We've been trying to get it more involved with the veterans here, and so we're trying to open that up more. What this program does for people, for one thing, it's a social, emotional. A lot of times if they have trouble being social, they can find social through the horses. The horses will kind of bond with them, and they enjoy that, and then they approve from there. Another thing is the hand-eye coordination. It helps with that. We do a lot of activities and games that helps that. It helps with their balance, helps with their, when they're walking, a horse moves your hips like you walk regularly, and it helps with the strengthening of the muscles and the muscle memory. So there's a lot of benefits here. Also, horses, like a dog, they're very accepting. They don't care what your past problems are. They're most loving and accept you for who you are.
And do you think it helps certain people kind of? It's easier. Do you think it's easier to open up to an animal sometimes than a person?
Definitely, yes, very much so. And we have a lot of teens that come out here that have a lot of those social emotional issues. So they really connect with the horses, and then they find people that like horses like they do, and they really have a good time, and it really helps them kind of come out of their bubble.
Absolutely. And so the expansion of this operation, this isn't just for you guys. This is to benefit the entire community.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
4 counties too. Yeah.
Absolutely. And well, one more question, which is, what can the public do to support you guys? How can they reach out and make those donations?
Networking, honestly. Right now, our goal is with the campaign is the networking is trying to get plugged into different resources and tap into funds, that will kind of help take care of purchasing this land for us. So, God's been good to this program since I've been involved, and that's been 12 years that we've been out here. So every dollar counts, and it gets spent very wisely out here. We stretch it as far as we can, but we need stream of money coming in, and so $100,000 is a lot for just us to kind of handle on our own. So if anybody can tap into different grants or resources or trust funds or memorial funds or something to kind of jump in and help see us grow in the future, that would be awesome.
Because I think what a lot of people don't realize is even though the program only runs for a few months out of the year, the horses still need care 24/7. They still need to eat, they still need to be drugged, they still need to be exercised. So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Still need the veterinary care.
Yes.
And the farrier.
Barrier.
One thing, we tried to keep our expenses to a minimum, and that's the reason we had, we probably could go out and borrow that money, but then we couldn't afford the payments. We have to keep it at a very minimal payments so that we can, keep it running. Because we don't have income coming in all year round, so.
And one thing that we are very blessed with the community is we have a lot of the farmers who are very generous with the hay that they do donate for our program.
And feed.
Yes, and feed. So we're very thankful with that. And a lot of our business have donated water, for our riders and for our volunteers, through these hot months that we are out here. So, we're just very blessed and very thankful for,
Our community.
Yes, our community that we do have.
That support us.
Yes.
All right.
One of the amazing things out here is it's truly when our logo says we're making one difference, one ride at a time. That's really happening here.
Yeah. And any time that anyone wants to come out and see what we're doing, just seeing the faces on our riders, that's the blessing that you can walk away with. Just seeing them walk away with the excitement, or even walk onto the grounds with the anticipation of being able to ride. It's just a blessing.
They get therapy without them even realizing they're getting therapy.
That's right.
Physical and
Yeah.
mental.
And so are we.
Well, before everyone's face melts off, that's all I got. Is there anything you guys would like to add? Anything at all?
I think that's it.
That's it. All right.
Just again, we're very thankful for everybody that helps out with the success of our program.
Between our volunteers and the giving, we got really good.
They can contact any one of us, actually, if they want to donate or ask more questions.
And I'll be sure to make sure that we leave the contact information in our article. So, well, no, that's all I got. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.